Juventus are a club on the brink of collapse. Essentially, their entire board have resigned, and they're not doing too red hot on the field as well. So today we're going to take them over and not only rebuild them once, we're doing a double rebuild. Yes, you heard me right. So here is the default starting 11 that FIFA 23 has given us for Juventus. So much talent on the bench, but if we're going to complete a double rebuild, we need to revolutionize and future-proof this side. And for those of you that have never seen a double rebuild, we have to win 2 Champions League finals in this video. And unfortunately for a lot of Juventus club legends and fan favorites, that means I am adding you to the transfer list. It is nothing, he's not worth it, but it's nothing personal. It's just the fact I want to be fighting for the long term. I really want to get in a new young center back alongside Bremer to revolutionize his back line. And in true Juventus fashion, we are looking to steal from one of our Serie A rivals. We are looking to steal Alessandro Bastoni from Inter Milan. Now the chief says I can get him for 59.1. They say 73. Look, I really want to get him, but I don't want to pay 73 for him. Yes, they say 62. Great negotiating, Inter. Great negotiating. Get in there, lads. Just like that, we have got ourselves a new center back. It is Alessandro Bastoni joining us here at Juventus. Always good to make an Italian signing as well. They better give us an A for this one. Come on, only a B, but we'll take it. And the first man out of the club is Alexandro off to Villarreal. There is not a chance in the world that we are selling Vlahovic, though. I'm blocking all offers for the Serb. There are a lot of young superstars in this Juventus side. I'm going to loan one of them out here in Matthias Sol off to the La Liga. I love how I say the La Liga as if La isn't the in Spanish. I basically just said I'm loaning him out to the Liga. Continuing our revolution of this Juventus backline, Ferland Mendy is joining us here for £38 million from Real Madrid. He's a World Cup winner with Argentina, and this was honestly a transfer I was debating a lot in my mind, but we have decided to accept an offer here for Angel Di Maria, and that means he is headed to the Bundesliga, to Leipzig for 17.5 mil. If I can pull this off, it is going to be an absolute steal. Hakimi, apparently I can get him for around £50 million, which seems quite cheap to me. PSG, okay, maybe not 50 million exactly, 55.8. They're going to, that is ridiculous. That seems so cheap to me. I mean, maybe it's just the post-World Cup tax, given how good he played, but I'm very happy. Kai Jorge out for the season on loan. Look, I'd understand if you came with the pitch hawks for me here. We have sold Leonardo Bonucci to Borussia Dortmund, but it had to be done. I had to be cutthroat. £10 million for a 35-year-old is really good. And we have got our man. I'm genuinely so excited to have Hakimi here in the Juventus team. He's gonna be like, our backline is sick, honestly sick. It really is Lone City over here. Fabio Moretti is off to Benfica. Meanwhile, Felix Correa is off to Nottingham Forest. The clean out continues. We are being absolutely ruthless this season. Danilo is off to Atalanta, along with Juan Cuadrado, who is off to Real Madrid. This young guy, Marley Ake, he's got a game face. He looks like an absolute stud in game. Let's see if he can develop his game at Ajax. But wait, there's more. De Siglio out on a permanent basis, and we have loaned yet another winger to Nottingham Forest. Whew, that window was absolute chaos. Somebody get me my broom because we have cleaned up the joint. Seriously optimistic though that we can complete one of our 2 rebuilds in this first season. But speaking of the Champions League, of course, we have a fairly difficult group. PSG, Benfica, and Alanyaspor from the Turkish league. I expect us to get out of it, but we need to be locked in for all 6 of our group stage games. Let's simulate and find out in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We have gotten through to the last 16. That being said, it is only by the skin of our teeth. 2 points ahead of Benfica. And in the last 16, we're taking on Atletico Madrid. Oh boy. Bit of work to do domestically as well. Look at that. We've only had 1 loss, but those 7 draws are kicking our ass at the moment. Milik has been recalled to to Marseille, and if I'm being honest, I do not care. We do not care. This right here has got to be in the top 5 most disrespectful transfer offers in world football history. Hoffenheim have had the cojones to offer £2.5 million for a man that is valued £23 million. Hoffenheim, you are dead to me. So right now, the weakest part of our starting 11 is the midfield. Weston McKennie, whilst I love that man, is not ready to be competing for a Champions League in terms of FIFA. So we have gone for an upgrade in the center midfield role from 80 overall to 84 rated Yuri Tielemans. I really hope we can get some long shots off with this fella. And we are going to get rid of Weston McKennie, not on a permanent. Don't worry, don't get upset. We're sending him to Leipzig for the next 6 months. Will we win the Champions League this season? Season number 1 of a double rebuild. We've got Atletico Madrid. We're at home. Come on, lads. At Juventus Stadium. Give us a strong first leg performance. It is a draw. Mateo Kovacic for them. Chiesa for us. All left to fight for in Madrid. All right, here we are in the Spanish capital. Everything hangs on this game. This season hangs by the balance. It is a 1-1 scoreline. Come on, for a quarterfinal appearance in the first season. Yes, we do. Federico Chiesa being our hero as we are through to the quarterfinals after an 83rd minute winner. Let's go. It is never easy at this time of the year, but it is so much harder than it needs to be. We've got Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals. Why couldn't I get Sevilla? The lads are feeling fit. The lads are feeling happy. The lads are feeling healthy. But can that translate into a win? The scoreline against Juventus. It's not Juventus. It is Bayern Munich, but it is 3-3, and that looks like an absolute belter of a game. Vlahovic to the rescue, exactly as it was headed into the Atletico Madrid second leg. This time, however, we are at home against a very good Bayern Munich side. Get us through to the semis. Get us through to the semis, and we do. We are the second leg kings. Rabiot, Vlahovic, and Pogba all getting us there. There are some big teams in this Final Four. El Clasico on one side of the draw, and we are taking on Liverpool on the other. If we could finish the first leg not tied up, if we could finish the first leg in the lead, I'd be a very happy man. We've got the first leg here on the road at Anfield. Let's come out of the gates swinging on the Reds. It's another draw. Tielemans getting a double. We've been here before though. It's a 2-2 draw headed into the second leg. I did brandish us the second leg king, so now we've got to live up to that title. This is where we've been all season long. I needed to manage a few players' fitness a little better, but regardless, hopefully it doesn't matter. Can we get to a Champions League final in season 1? We do on penalties! Yes! On penalties! Oh, you love to see it. Hakimi, the man that had no stamina, got us the equalizer in the 86th minute, and we are off to a Champions League final here in season number 1. Unlucky Trent. It is a replay of, I believe, the 2015 or 2016 Champions League final. Juventus and Barcelona. Barcelona came out on top in that one, but we want to get Juventus their first Champions League title in I think like 20 or 30. I think it's been a long time since Juve won a Champions League. Of course, we normally play the Champions League final, but because this is a double rebuild, I'm going to play the second Champions League final, the one that will complete the rebuild. Hopefully, by simulating this, we can get one step closer to completing the rebuild, but here we go against Barcelona in Turkey. The scoreline is going to be a 2-2 draw, which we win on penalties. We have won a Champions League title on penalties. There we go, lads. Apparently, according to FIFA, we've won the Conference League, but they would be wrong. We have, of course, won the Champions League title. So that's one rebuild down. Now time for the double. Taking a look around the grounds though, we have had an absolute stinker in the Serie A. We finished 5th by 1 point away from Champions League football, but we are so lucky we won the Champions League so that we can actually play in it next year. Fair play to Atalanta who won the league. Meanwhile, the relegated sides are as follows. We have won Coppa Italia though. Of course, we won the Champions League. Man United have won the Europa League, and it is Villarreal. We've got, who did we sell to Villarreal? We sold, I'm actually so embarrassed that I can't remember, but but we've got one of our former players winning a Conference League. What a season for Federico Chiesa. 23 goals to his name. Not only did he score 23 goals, but it felt like he scored goals every time it mattered. Some crucial goals. Vlahovic as well with 23 goals to his name. 12 assists as well to Yuri Tielemans. The lads are doing well. We have a lot of players leaving the club on loans though. I'm probably going to look to sell, or re-sign I should say, Manuel Locatelli next season. But there we go lads, that is one season down, one rebuild down, and one to go. Alright, priority number one for the season is to get Locatelli back into the starting 11, back into a Juventus jersey. He was a key part of our Champions League winning squad last season. They want Weston McKennie. Nah, Sampdoria. Nah. I'm gonna hit him with that 61.2 again, which they accept. Get in there, fellas. You love to see it. He's welcome. Everyone knows him. Everyone's like, welcome back, mate. But Manuel Locatelli is once again a Juventus player. I mean, I could have started Zakaria, but we need, like, that +3 difference is what gets you over the line in the Champions League. We have begun the season, though, with Kulusevski being loaned out to Manchester United. He's come back. He's quality, but I just want him to be that next level greatness. So if we don't win the Champions League in the rebuild this year, at least he'll come back. I'll just recall him and he'll be a beast. We have also loaned out Fabio Moretti once again. The first permanent transfer for the season has come through though, as Luca Zanamacchia is off to Hellas Verona. And Mohamed Khataren, the career mode wonder kid himself, is off to Augsburg. Just for the year, just for the year. Marco Piazza is also out of the club on a permanent transfer as we send him to Fenerbahce. Oh, this is absolutely wonderful. I wanted a game-changing signing. We can't rest on what we did last year. We need to take it to the next level. So we have signed the absolute Brazilian stud himself, Vinicius Jr. Welcome to Juventus, my friend. We did pay £122 million for him as well, which in my opinion is a great price. Surely we're going to get an A here. We get an A. You love to see it. The 28-year-old goalkeeper, Stefano Gori, though, is out of the club on a permanent. I love the contrast. 1 second, we're signing an 87 rated world-class superstar in Vinicius. The next second, we're selling like a 67 rated, like, no offense, like low-tier goalkeeper. It's the magic of rebuilds. Right now, if anything happens to Vlahovic, our best backup option is 75 rated Kai Jorge. So I've decided to get out there and get ourselves a top-tier backup striker option in Julian Alvarez. We've gone from a 75 backup to an 82 rated backup. And the good thing about him is he's just not good for half a year. He's good for the next decade. This starting 11 is unbelievable. There is areas where I would love a bit of growth, namely Ferland Mendy. And I know Pogba's 30, 31, but still I'd like if he could get up a little bit more. But overall, I'm very happy and very confident that we can go back to back. Well, I've got to make sure I put Alvarez on the bench as well. There's no point signing him if he's going to sit in the reserves all day. I would describe our Champions League group as balanced. Extremely balanced. Villarreal, Porto, and Celtic. I expect us to top it, but I expect it to be close. We're through, we're top of the group, and I think it was pretty fair that I said it was close. I mean, bottom is only 4 points behind us. I don't care though, we're into the knockout rounds. Oh, come on, Manchester City. Oh, that's a stitch up and a half. What is going on? We're sitting 6th in Serie A. We need to get ourselves into the top 4 and not rest on qualification through other tournaments. Our quest for back-to-back Champions League titles has taken a massive hit in the first leg here. Not only are we taking on an unbelievable Manchester City side, but Federico Chiesa, our star player from last year, is suspended. So Kostic comes in on the left-hand side. I've shifted Vinicius to the right-hand side of the wing, the right wing. Are we going to have enough firepower to survive this first leg against Manchester City? Yes, we do! We take the lead as well, and it is advantage Juve as we head home. If we can hang on here, this would be a massive feather in our cap. Man City, we are at home with the 2-1 lead to get ourselves back to the quarterfinals for a second successive year. It is a 0-0 draw. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. It is ugly, but it is success. And we're back into the quarters. Get in there. Stuff you, Man City. Stuff you. No! No! Oh, our hero from last season has broken his elbow, and it's just under 2 months on the sidelines for Federico Chiesa. That Oh, that stings. It is an all-Italian quarterfinal, though, ladies and gentlemen. We are taking on AS Roma. Lads, we know we can win without Chiesa, but it still hurts the soul quite a lot. Roma have got a decent team here, but this is a game that I definitely think we should be winning. They brought Ruben Neves in, though, who was someone I considered instead of Yuri Tielemans. Regardless, though, the first leg is going to be a 3-2 win in our favor. But we are going to have to do the second leg without Yuri Tielemans, who has been red carded after getting himself a goal. This game genuinely looks like it was crazy. Our squad numbers are just absolutely crumbling at the moment. Regardless, though, we have Roma. We have the lead. Weston McKennie coming in here for the second leg. Can we get ourselves back to the final four? Yes, yes, we can. Oh my God. Oh, we have won on penalties. We have won a lot of games on penalties, lads. We're back to the semi-finals. The back-to-back double rebuild is still in our grasp. It looks like we're going to have to go through all of Italy if we want to see ourselves become back-to-back Champions League winners, because we've gone from Roma to now AC Milan. This one is going to be a belter. Fortunately, we do have Yuri Tielemans back for the first leg away at the San Siro, just missing old mate Chiesa. It is a very, very good looking AC Milan side. However, Tonali's in there. They've got Jordan Henderson. Fair enough. The first leg, though, is going to be, oh my God. Oh my God, we have just gone off there. 4-1, and we have basically half a body in the Champions League final already. Ironically, if you look to the bottom left corner there, we just beat AC Milan in the league 4 days after the Champions League game 3-0. If we can beat them again here, is that literally the next day? Nah, 2 days later. But if we can beat them again here today, that is going to absolutely destroy AC Milan. Good news though, ladies and gentlemen, Federico Chiesa has been cleared to return from injury, but we're going to hold him back and hopefully have him right for the Champions League final. We've actually got to get there first, though. We are 4-1 up. If we bottle this, then that is going to be the bottle of all bottles. Come on, show us what we need to see. Give it to us. Give it to us. Give it to us. 3-1. Nah, AC Milan, we own you. We own you. 4-1 into 3-0 into 3-1. We're currently 10-2 up against you guys on aggregate across the past week. Week of football, we've beaten you 10-2. The double rebuild is well and truly alive. I was really hoping we were going to get to versus FC Porto, but it looks like it's going to be Liverpool. And there is official confirmation. Juventus versus Liverpool in the Champions League final. We beat them last year in the semis, so they're going to have a real chip on their shoulder. Taking a look around the grounds, and it is more Italian domination in the Europa League. And Tottenham have won the Conference League. I'm going to keep my smart-ass comments to myself. What a turnaround for the second half of the season, lads. We are champions of Italy once again. Were there any big name teams getting relegated? I mean, Parma, you can consider them a big name team again, surely, can't you? Unfortunately, we lost the Italian Super Cup at the start of the season, and we did not go back-to-back in Coppa Italia. But we are looking to go back-to-back in terms of Champions League titles, and I've got to say, Julian Alvarez, I wanted this guy to be a bench player, yet he somehow started more games than Vlahovic and scored 24 goals. I don't know what was going on with that one, but we'll take it. We're in the Champions League final, and we are in pole position to get 2 Champions League titles in 2 seasons. Unreal. Winning just 1 Champions League title is one of the hardest things to do in world sport, but here we are with the opportunity to win 2 Champions League titles in back-to-back seasons. Let's see if we've got what it takes. Liverpool on the attack early here. Diaz is not offside. They've got it to Mohamed Salah. Good block there from Bastoni, and we keep it out from going for a corner. Good tap on there. Come on, get something on the counter. Chiesa, in his return from injury, going back there. Federico Chiesa going to drive down the line. Defend it. Defend it, lads. Danny Olmo. Defend it. They put the shot off. That was a rocket from the Spaniard. Liverpool have definitely been dominating the opening 21 minutes of this game. Oh, they got the counter-attacking opportunity here. I need Ferland Mendy back. Defend. Nah, I can see that run coming from a mile away. Has it been saved, or have they just put that over? I still don't know why Thiago didn't drive that one in there. I mean, Bremer was closing him down, but I think I just shat myself. Driving down the line here. Mendy's going to hold it up. Mendy sends the, whoever that was, get that Chiesa. Oh my God, he threw everything at that one. Don't let him do it on the stroke of half time. Don't let him do it on the stroke of half time. Szczesny was so delayed with that save. Come on, lads, keep it together. You've been dominated in this first half, but at least get the scoreless draw headed into halftime. Blow the whistle, referee. I'm going to close down Salah there with Chiesa. He's just destroyed us there. Get there, Szczesny. Beautiful. Going here. I see you down the right-hand side. That's clutch from them, but it goes back to Vlahovic. Paul Pogba! Paul Pogba is going to score in the 81st minute. It's a bit of luck on our side, but the ball falls directly to the feet of Paul Pogba, and that might just secure us back-to-back Champions League titles. No need to force anything here, lads. We've got the lead. Vlahovic, this is great ball control. I hope he's still onside. He is. Hakimi's onside. I see. 14. Vinicius, finish it. Oh, it doesn't matter though. Blow the whistle. There it is, lads. I was a bit worried we're going to give them one last chance for a counter-attack, but we have completed the first double rebuild of FIFA 23. 2 Champions League titles in a row for the old lady Juventus. Wojciech Szczesny, the Polish keeper, the man to walk up to the podium here and officially make us back-to-back Champions League winners. Lads, if you enjoyed today's rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch another rebuild video.